spring. You know, if you're ever looking to get off campus and trying to be safe and do something adventurous, we have the person here for you. We have Robin LeGrand here, who is our special trips coordinator, here to talk to us about trips of getting off campus and having a good time for the month of June. So, Robin, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Doing great.
Good, good. I'm actually not here, but I'm here.
Okay.
I'm not here because we are on one of those fun trips already. You know, today we're over in Baltimore, so.
What's going on in Baltimore today?
We're doing the train ride and the tour at the B&O Railroad Museum in Baltimore.
Ooh.
Today, which is tomorrow, but yeah, that's where we are. So, and that's it's gonna be fun. Full bus, so it's gonna be real fun. But then on Thursday, the 1st of June, we're going to go to the Dutch Village Farmers Market in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. So that's the Amish style. You know, they have all the vendors and the fresh foods and juices and all of that. So I do have some space left on that still, but it is kind of popular.
So I'm guessing with it being a farmers market, they need to bring just cash if they want, or is it?
No, they take cards and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Well, you bring lots of cash too, because, you know, I'm not sure who takes cards, but usually most of them will take cards now. They've kind of caught up until the 21st century. So.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah, really. Then, because I don't have much cash on me. So on Friday the 2nd, we're going down to D.C. to the Ronald Reagan building to see the Capitol steps. You know, they have nothing but a whole bunch of material to work with these days. So, and that's why that trip is full. So I don't have any more room left on that. We are completely sold out on that trip. On Tuesday, June 6th, we're going to go to the St. John Paul II National Shrine in D.C. Still have space left on that one. Wednesday, June 7th, we're going to go to Pentagon City. That's a free trip. I don't really need to say a lot about that. That's a monthly trip, and I still have space for that. Friday on the 9th, how would you pronounce that? Bistro?
Let's see. It says the Bistro Le Hermitage, I'm guessing. Sounds French.
It's French, yeah, Bistro Le Hermitage.
Sounds French.
It's French, and it's in Occoquan, and it's another one of those fine French restaurants. So that's pretty popular, but I do have a few spaces left, so if you're interested, go ahead and sign up for that. You didn't do too badly with that.
You know, I can.
What?
Hooked on phonics back in the day.
It
got
worked,
some
huh?
skill.
It really worked, didn't it? Okay, Tuesday the 13th, we are going to drive out to the Annapolis Harbor, where we will board a yacht, where we will cruise to St. Michael's, Maryland. And we'll have time. We'll do lunch on the water, and then they can shop and, you know, hit some of the little stores and boutiques in the quaint little town. So they'll have several hours to just hang out, time on their own.
How long do you think the being on the actual yacht, being on the water, might be for?
Probably about 2 hours out. 3 hours in St. Michael's and then 2 hours back on the yacht. So it's a full day. It's a full day, but it's a popular trip. So I'm completely full. I have a wait list. I could probably fill a second bus, but what we will do is we'll do it another time because it was so popular and I wasn't able to accommodate everybody. So we'll bring it back and offer it again.
Is there anything special on the yacht, or is it just being able to be on the water and just?
Yeah, alcohol. That's very special. No, it's like they can purchase, you know, drinks or snacks, and you know they can take their own snacks or whatever on the yacht. But if it's a nice day, you could sit up on the deck, and you know you're outside and
just a nice day on
just a nice day. Yeah, you know we usually drive to St. Michael's. Well, it's a pretty long, boring kind of drive, you know, cornfields and stuff like that. But it'll be a totally different vantage point from the yacht cruising over there. So I think that would be really, really nice.
Okay, that's
out on the
nice.
Chesapeake, yeah. Wednesday, June 14th, we're going to go to the Goddard Flight Center. We're going to do a tour there. We actually had this planned in March, February, but the weather was bad, so this is the reschedule from that date. So I still have some space left on that one if you're interested. Thursday the 15th, we're going back to National Harbor to MGM. That's a pretty popular one.
How are the residents liking it? You know, the MGM is kind of fairly new, so.
I'm going to tell you what they're loving about it is that it's 15 minutes from Green Spring. It's just right across the bridge, as opposed to traveling an hour and a half to Charlestown or an hour to Horseshoe Casino or an hour to Maryland Live. So this one is so convenient, and it's so close to home.
I hear it's really nice.
It's nice because they do have the shops, and there's a little bus. It's called the Circulator. So you're not stuck in the casino for 5 hours. You can get on that little bus. You pay $5. They give you a ticket, and you can ride that all day, on and off all day. So it'll take you to the Gaylord. It'll take you down on the waterfront. It'll take you over to Tanger Outlets, and back to the casino. So you could actually ride that and do what you want to do. You're not stuck and you're not limited to just gambling in the casino. Restaurants and everything down on the water.
Well, I'm glad the residents are responding to it in a positive way.
Yeah, and I've been pretty full every time when we've gone every month since it's opened, and it's been pretty full every time. So, except for we did throw Charlestown back in, and I think I took like 10 people to Charlestown as opposed to 20, 25 to MGM. So it just works out better that way.
Okay.
On Friday, June 16th, we're going to go to a vineyard. It's called 868 Estate, and there's a restaurant called the Glendale Restaurant. Has just wonderful food. So everything's fresh. It's just like, garden vegetables and local farmers and whatnot. They buy their, produce and stuff from. So I still have space on that. On Monday, the 19th, is the Smithsonian Adventures. We do that monthly too, so I'm just not going to go into a lot of detail.
But that deals with just them branching out to any kind of museum, right?
Yeah, they just let us know the museum they want to be dropped off at, and we'll drop them off. They'll have 3 hours at that museum, and then we'll pick them back up. But they could also go to another museum, but all they have to do is let us know which museum they're going to and where we need to pick them up. We have to keep track of where they are and where we need to pick them up.
Do you ever book any specific museums? Like, I know there was that new African American museum they're out there. Do you ever book any specific museums?
Well, we're gonna do the group tour in August for that one.
Oh, okay.
But we will add it to the Smithsonian Adventures trip once a month. So if people want to go, they can go on their own after we do the group tour. We may do it's pretty tough getting a big old group in there. It took me like 4 months to get the tickets.
I was gonna say, if you need a camera person to do a Channel 6 exclusive down there at the museum, just let me know, because I haven't been able to get tickets down there myself.
That's not a bad idea, actually. We may take you up on that.
All right, and just let me know.
You want me to, hey, but what about that cruise in January? You think you'd like to film that?
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of water sometimes.
Well, it's a nice cruise to the Caribbean, I think.
Oh, the Caribbean. Then maybe I'll go to the Caribbean. Okay.
A fan now, aren't you? Okay, on Wednesday, June 21st, it's Some Enchanted Evening. The music of Rodgers and Hammerstein at Riverside Dinner Theater. I'm so booked on that. I am just so booked. I'm trying to get a second bus and get that all worked out so I can accommodate everybody. But if you're interested, go ahead and sign up, because I am working on this second bus thing. So fingers crossed that that's going to happen. Then on Thursday, June 22nd, it's a tea and tour at the Oatlands Historic House in Leesburg. And that's doing well too, but I still have space on that, so if you're interested. Friday, the 23rd of June, we're going to go see the Marine Barracks, the Sunset Parade. They're calling it the Evening Parade now, but that is always just a beautiful show to see. I do have a few seats left. I don't have many, but I do have a few seats left on that. Now, they told us that we'd have chair seating down there. Now, this is the first time we're going, so I really don't know what the chairs look like, or if it's going to end up being bleacher seating. I'm not sure, but they said chair seating.
What kind of performance is it? Just like an orchestra band, or?
It's the military. It's the Marine Band.
Okay.
U.S. Marine Band, and the parade, and the salute, the guns, and all that. It's really nice. Beautiful. Yeah. Saturday, the 24th, is the Nationals versus the Cincinnati Reds, and it's the senior stroll. So that's when the seniors get to stroll the bases, walk, run, however they want to get around, skip. They can stroll those bases after the game is over. So they line up and then they go down and walk the bases, which is really nice. So you hear that,
Green Spring resident, this is your chance. If you want to walk around that baseball diamond,
that's right.
This is the night to do it.
This is it. And you'll get, these are like special tickets. They'll have I think the $15 concessions will be on this ticket. So you actually get a really, really good value for this particular game. And then on the 26th, it's a Monday, we're just going to have Colette, executive account well, account exec come in, and he's going to do his presentation, but he's going to be talking about some of the upcoming vacations that Colette's offering with us. And also, if anyone's interested in going anywhere that they don't see, then they can talk to him about it. We can get them on any Colette trip, so just because they don't see it advertised on the boards, we can still get them on there. So if they have any questions or suggestions or want more information about any trip that they're interested in, that would be a good time to get that information. Tuesday, the 27th is Tyson's Corner. That's, another shopping mall, so I don't really need to say a whole lot about that. Wednesday, the 28th, we're going to go to the American Art Museum and the National Portrait Gallery, and that's, some touring on your own in those two places, and I have plenty of space left on that. And then Thursday, the 29th, is the Smithsonian Folklife Festival down on the mall. On the mall. So, and this is going to be interesting because this year they are, let me pull my sheet up, they are actually celebrating the rich history, mystique, and diversity of circus arts to life. So I think that'll be really, really interesting, and they're actually going to be performing some of those circus acts and whatnot down there. So this is going to be slightly different from the ones that they've done in the past. So I do have some space left on that as well. And as always, you have to check that last page, that back page for your upcoming trips, because when you see those in the back of this calendar and it says reserve now, people are reserving now.
Okay.
So you can't wait till the month, that it's because these trips will be sold out by the time the calendar comes out for that month. Because
I was going to ask, it seems like some of the ones, it's not even June, and some of them have already booked. How are residents supposed, what was the way or the method that residents are able to book in time?
It's the last page of the calendar. It's this page here. When you see it and it says reserve now, that means it's available. And some residents go back to that last page to see what's coming up, and they start reserving, because all these, the Sound of Music at the Kennedy Center is in July, but I'm already half booked for that. Yeah. The King and I's in August, I'm already half booked for that. So when you see it, you have to start signing up when you see it. Don't wait till you get this part of the calendar, because once you get this, it's too late. Okay. Okay.
Well, one last question that I thought of that I think the residents might appreciate. You're saying to plan early. I think some might be afraid to commit early, thinking that they have to go if something comes up. Is there a way that they can, without any penalties, say they can't go on a trip, or what's the process for that?
Right. They can cancel. There's a cancellation policy. If it's a non-ticketed event and I haven't purchased tickets for you, you can give me 3 days. I need 3 days notice, because that, we need to plan driver schedules and all of that. And this is how we, trips go or don't go. It's like I need to know who's planning to go. But that's 3 days notice if it's non-ticketed. And if it's a ticketed event like the Capitol Steps or the baseball game, and I've purchased tickets for you, then I need 2 weeks notice, or I need you can give your ticket away, you can sell it, whatever you need to do. But you have to give me at least 2 weeks, because I need to try to sell it to someone. If there's a waiting list, then there's not really much of a problem. But if there's not a waiting list, then then that's where we run into the problems.
So it just depends on the trip and whether it's ticketed or not.
It's 2 weeks for a ticketed event, a ticketed trip.
Okay. Well, Robin, thanks for coming on today. It sounds like you got some exciting stuff going on here at Green Spring. Like I said, Green Spring residents, if you're looking to get out the house and try to have a good time with your other fellow Green Spring residents, go to Robin LeGrand, see her calendar that's distributed every month.
Every month. Okay. And into the cubbies. It goes into the cubbies every month. And they're also posted on the bulletin board, the Special Trips bulletin boards. So the calendars are up there, and they have extra copies at the front desk if someone, didn't get it, or somebody accidentally pulled it out of your cubby and filed it in trash can, then you can get a copy at the front desk. And also check the bulletin boards for the vacations that are listed, because we have a cruise in January to the Caribbean, and we have other vacations, Alaska. So we have other stuff that's coming up. We have an Ocean City beach vacation in September, so I'm taking names for that now. So we need to get rolling with that now. So.
All right. Well, thanks, Robin, for letting us know this useful information. And you heard it here, Green Spring. She invited me to the Caribbean cruise. So I'll see you next time. Back to you.
That was Avon Price hosting Robin LeGrand on her special trips. She always does such a great job. And now I have some announcements.